All right, so if you're watching this, you know right now that we have a phenomenal guest with us. But before we even highlight who our guest is, we need you to take just one single moment and click subscribe. Every person that we bring on here is for you. So next to me, I have the one, the only Kat. How are you doing today?
I'm really good and excited to be here with you.
I love that. So did you have your own makeup artist for... is your makeup artist still in your car? Or like,
No, actually I learned all these tricks off TikTok.
What? Okay, so what do you prefer, TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok all day, every day.
Don't you think TikTok's just come out of nowhere?
Yeah, it's actually a bit wild, isn't it?
Are you one of those people that can just be on TikTok the whole day?
Yeah, if I wanted to, obviously, but
So is that what you do in your spare time?
Absolutely not, no.
I want to play a little bit of a game with you, okay? So we are bringing this phase back into our podcast. I did get rid of it because I thought, don't really like it, but I guess apparently really like it. And
I'm not convinced.
You don't even know what it is? Well, I'm going to jump in there anyway. So the game that we're going to play is this or that, okay?
Okay, go on.
Do you want to know the rules?
No.
It's all right. Ask me what the rules are.
Sam, what are the rules?
This or that?
This.
Or that. Okay. All right, so our first question, okay? Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Why coffee?
Gives me the caffeine hit I want.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
Neither.
You don't? No, it's this or that. You need to pick one.
Oh, come on, neither. Come on. I've got
5 seconds. If you don't...
Okay, dogs.
Cool. Summer or winter?
Winter.
Why winter? Is it because you've got a cold heart?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so...
I'm not going... No, let's not go there.
Okay, so the last one, okay. Would you rather this or that, a morning person or a night owl? Are you a morning person or are you a night owl?
Morning person now.
And what time is that morning?
Now? 5:30, 6.
Yeah, because let's walk him through your normal morning routine now.
Okay.
What was it before, actually?
Okay. So I'd probably roll out of my bed at 7:45 in the morning, have a quick shower, brush my teeth, and roll onto my laptop, ready to start my working day at 8 a.m.
So you said that was a normal thing for you, yeah?
Yeah, it was.
So why did you change that? Why did you want to change that?
I just felt like my day wasn't productive in any way, shape or form. So I would roll out of bed. I'd feel even more tired for the fact that I've had way too many hours sleep. Yeah. So people say you can't have too many hours sleep. I was going to bed at 9 o'clock, waking up at stupid 10 to 8 in the morning, and just wasn't productive at all in my morning.
Why do you think you wasn't productive?
Because I had no time to do anything before I started my work day. So my work day started at 10 to 8. I've not had my coffee, my breakfast, or started my day in any way. I've just jumped onto a laptop and started working.
I hear that. All right, so let's let the people in more about you, okay? So let's talk about this childhood. How old are you? What do you do? We can start with that. So
okay, so I'm 31. And
31 years of age, okay.
Yeah. And I'm a nurse. And I've been doing that for 10 years this year. 10
years, wow. Matt, so after school, you knew exactly what you wanted to do?
Absolutely not.
Oh, wow. So how did you fall into that then?
It's quite a funny story, actually. So I left school, went to college, turned into college and was like, wow, I've got all this newfound freedom. I studied English language, sociology and dance.
Oh, are you a dancer?
Absolutely not.
Yo, cut some shapes. Let me see. What's that? Hey.
Absolutely not.
Okay, don't ever mention that. If you're not a dancer, don't claim it.
I never claimed it. Let's just be honest. And I spent every single day, to the people that used to go to Halzone College would know all about the refec. And I'd spend every single day making friends, playing cards and hiding under the tables from my teachers. Not going to any lessons. Came to my exams and my AS levels and I sat down, answered the questions, had no idea what the answers were to these questions, and got my results however long after, and the results came back and I was like, absolutely smashed it, A, B, B.
What?
Oh, wait, let's not get too excited. And I was like, smashed it, I'm going to be a dancer. Like, what the heck? Didn't even go to any lessons.
Hiding underneath the table.
Literally. And then my dad sat me down 2 weeks later and said, they gave you the wrong results.
No.
They weren't your results. That poor girl that got my results. I said, okay then. So it can't be that bad. Like, what were my results? And he was like, EEF. I was like, okay. So we sat down and like he said to me, they've said you can go back, but you can do X, Y, and Z course. One of them was hair and beauty, different things. That wasn't for me. And I said, right, okay, I'll just do health and social care. Let's do that.
That's how you fell into it.
That's how I fell into it. I always swore I wasn't going to be a nurse. My mum's a nurse.
Oh, really?
And she spent hours and hours at work. And I was like, I'm not sure I can be that person, but let's go with it. And then went to university to study a learned disability nurse by background. So studied that by background. And
what made you go into disability?
I randomly had like a placement whilst I was at college with people, like at a day centre with people with learning disabilities, and really liked it, got a lot out of it. So I thought, you know what, we'll go down that route. Then fell into it that way and did my uni. I did Coventry Uni for 3 years, got my degree. And now I've been nursing like 10 years this year.
I am... First and foremost, well done on reaching 10 years in a craft, in a field. I'm a massive believer that if it's 10, then it must be right.
Absolutely.
So you're doing an amazing job with that. So, if anyone's ever told you this, if anyone's not told you this before, I'm telling you right now, like, keep going. One of the things that I have learned along this way of fitness, especially when we communicate with nurses, is that 12-hour shift, man. Like, what is that about?
I mean, it's wild, isn't it? Let's be honest. I have done 12-hour shifts for probably 9 years of my career. 9.5 years. I've recently moved into a different job, but 9.5 years I've done 12-hour shifts. That is something for me that worked for my work-life balance at that time. So go in, bam, done your 3 days.
Okay.
So it's 3 days out of 7, so it feels more manageable.
Yeah.
Rather than doing 9 to 5 days.
Yeah. So you for the time or for the lifestyle that you had at that time, that worked?
Yeah, for a period of time.
For a period of time. But how did you fit fitness into that?
I didn't really go to the gym. So my gym journey started August 2022. But prior to that, I played rugby for years and years, so that kept me fit.
No, let me behave myself before you take me down. Give me that water bottle. So you play. How did you fall into rugby?
My dad's played rugby at a good standard all his life, and just fell into it and absolutely loved it.
Don't you think it's very interesting to hear you speak about you didn't want to become a nurse, but your mum's a nurse and now you're a nurse. You fell into rugby because your dad's also a great rugby player. It's amazing how that element of childhood can just shape and mold you into the person that you are now.
Absolutely. And I know it sounds like corny or cheesy, but it's all about your role models in your life and what that looks like for you. I had a fantastic life growing up. I'm lucky and I know I'm privileged for that because my parents worked hard and the life that they created for themselves meant that I obviously was able to have a good life growing up. Mum obviously was my mum was a nurse. Here I am. And my dad played rugby for the entirety of his life, and I've played rugby for a long period of time, and that kept me fit, so fit, to the point that I eated what I wanted.
Crazy.
I lived a bit of a crazy lifestyle, like just enjoying myself.
Party on the weekend.
Probably drank a little bit too much at the rugby club. And I didn't really watch what I ate or whatever. I can't say I was the healthiest. But
how old was you then when you were playing rugby?
I played probably from the age of like 20.
Just young, really.
Yeah, up until probably 26.
Decent amount of time.
And then, 25 maybe. then had my little boy, and then after about a year and a half I went back. That helped me to lose a lot of my weight, but I just wasn't able to commit to it in the way that I was kind of able to commit to it previously. And then
so in this world that we live in right now, there's a saying that goes around that if you're a mum or if you're a dad, you shouldn't really be working out because it's selfish of you to work out. You should be at home looking after your child. Like, what's your views on that?
I think you can fit it in wherever you can, and I think where there's a will, there's a way.
Definitely.
So, initially it was hard for me to be able to kind of like play rugby or commit to rugby, because the days that I was playing rugby, I was with my little boy, or I'd have to ask someone to look after my little boy, or those kind of things. But actually around that, what about the evenings that I had to myself?
100%.
What am I doing? Sitting on the sofa?
Yeah.
Eating, like not really looking after myself. So I think it's about, like, for me now, I start my day a lot earlier.
So what does like a normal day look like for you now, Kat?
So usually set my alarm for like 5:30, 6 a.m, which is wild for me. Get up. Now I seem to think I'm Mo Farah. So
are you on the hey, can you
absolutely not. And I will get up for a run. So that's the first thing I do. So I would have like a glass of water, wash my face, brush my teeth, and go and run. And
have you got one of them tongue scrapers?
No, I haven't, but my friend's got one, I
got one. Yo, there's sick TikTok. You're not a true TikTok fan?
Clearly not. Although I did buy a massage gun off TikTok yesterday.
Was it? How much?
$18.99.
That's cheap.
I don't know how good it's going to be.
Yeah, that's it. Is it a big one? Oh, it hasn't come yet?
No, it hasn't come yet.
Is that the first thing you've bought off TikTok?
Absolutely not. I actually bought the other day. Have you seen the hotel pillows that you can get?
No, what is it? Proper?
They're so good.
How much were they?
2 for £20.
Is it?
I think
That's
so.
cheap for pillows, isn't it?
Yeah, really cheap.
What else have you bought from TikTok?
Makeup setting spray. It is the best. I won't go anywhere else.
So you buy it and you spray it and it keeps it?
Yeah, keeps your makeup perfect. Doesn't move. Yeah.
How much was it?
$8.99. You could get a cheaper one, but it's a good one.
Is it?
What else have I bought from there?
I bought from TikTok these earphones. So I was in the gym, and Kaylee had a client called Kirsty, and Kirsty borrowed me her earphones.
Oh yeah.
And I put them on, and they sounded ridiculous. So you know what I did? I got the link from her and ordered 10 of them.
Shut up.
Nah, no cap.
Why 10?
But I was about to become a millionaire, bro. I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You know what I've ended up doing? Giving away for free.
What's that? You a great business idea.
Okay. I kept telling my family, I was like, these are sick. They're like, oh, really? I was like, try a pair. But I've probably got like 2 pairs left. I ordered 10.
Can you give me a pair as well then? That's your last pair.
Right, okay, let's get back into fitness, okay, yeah. So a normal day for you isn't that amazing though?
It's completely changed my life. Like I can't stress it enough. So I think so if I don't get up and go for a run, I get up and start my day earlier regardless. So I will, if I'm not running, I'll get up, I'll eat breakfast, I'll have a bit of time to myself. You gave me that book.
Easy.
Atomic Habits.
Big up that book.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I gave it back out again,
It's absolutely amazing. It's like changed my life. And yeah, like I'll maybe do a bit of mindfulness, or I'll read like a chapter of a book. But yeah, my day starts earlier. I feel like it's mad before 8 o'clock. If I've gone out and done a run, I'm back, showered, breakfast, and jumped onto my laptop, and it's 8 o'clock, and I've done 5,500 steps from a run. Like had some breakfast, got some good nutrition, and my day started, and it's good.
How amazing does it feel to know that you're a pioneer for mums to work out?
Do you know what? It just shows that whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve. And I know that sounds really cheesy and everyone's like, oh yeah, whatever. But actually, before New Year's, before we started working together,
Yeah.
was kind of like in a bit of a
Yeah.
lull with kind of
100%.
working out. I was working out, I was in the gym 4-5 times a week, but I was
Yeah.
on the floor
Yeah.
and I wasn't present. So I was just
Yo,
there.
that is a massive thing.
It's huge,
it's
and it's
huge.
not talked about enough.
Nah, it's not. Like, you were in the location, you were in the environment, but yet you were never actually
present. And that's the thing. So I'm there because that's part of my routine, because it's built into my routine. It's a habit to be there. They say, what is it, 66 days to make a habit.
You really read that book, innit?
And but then it come to a point where I was just on the floor and I'm not present. So I'm like, the wheels are in motion.
Yeah, just not.
But there's
moving.
no progress.
No
They're not.
movement.
Yeah, there's no movement whatsoever. So obviously, when we started working together, instead of being like just doing it because it's part of my routine,
we addressed.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
Actual issue.
Absolutely. And I'm present and I love working out again in the gym. Like, it's part of who I am now. So yeah, it's changed things massively for me, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm happy to be a part of that, man. As I said, like, when we first started working together, it's very obvious that you have all this potential, and all it sometimes is just connecting the dots and having the right card to play at the right time. And ultimately, there's a lot of people that go to the gym. There's a lot of mums that go to the gym and they don't know where to start. The biggest thing is understanding, why are you there? And I really believe that when people can get their mindset to a point where they can see what they're running from, like, for me, like, when I was growing up, like, my parents weren't fit enough to do anything with us. That's me being black and white and transparent, you know, and I've made it a non-negotiable for me in fitness to make sure that every parent that is I train and I work with, that they are very present. So when I see someone like yourself who's 31 years of young age and you are, you know, you're aspiring to still keep hitting these massive achievements in life, because the role models who were there for you have set a bar that is attainable, but it's only attainable when you apply pressure and you put hard work in the right place. We live in a society now where everybody wants Uber Eats to everything. Uber me to that habit. It don't work like that. As you've said, as the book Atomic Habit says, 60 days. People can't even give 1 day. The society that we live in now is very much like quick, fast food. And what happens to that? Well, in fitness, it will tell you that it's not sustainable and it's not very good for your heart, and it's definitely not good for your stress. So until you're at a point which you were at, which is you want to change, but you are willing to do what it takes to change, nothing will change.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it came at the right time, us starting to work together, because like I described, I was on the floor, but I wasn't actually present. But actually, I was drinking way too much. I was going out with the girls. I had a good summer. Let's not get that twisted. But I was vaping. You know, we spoke about that. But actually now, read Atomic Habits, smashed that book, and then haven't vaped for, you know, however long since New Year's Eve. It was my New Year's resolution to run a 5K, stop vaping and be present in all aspects of my life. And actually, like, we smashed them by March.
Yo, hey, listen, hey, tell them what you've signed up to.
A half marathon.
So you've gone from what, not running at all?
Absolutely. Would always tell people, I can't run. What are you talking about? Like, I'll get out of breath after 1 minute. And yeah, like, started Couched 5K, big up Couched 5K, literally. And then, started running, did Couched 5K for about 4 weeks, started on New Year's Day, start as we mean to go on. And like, after about 4 or 5 weeks, just was like, you know, I'm just going to run a 5K. Let's see how we go.
So how often are you doing your 5Ks now then?
Probably at least 3 times a week.
Love that.
And then, we just come back from injury. I think I hit it a little bit too hard.
You got eager.
Got a little bit excited. And then, so we just up in the mileage now. I'm doing it with my best friend.
I love that.
We're both doing it for the same charity. Means different things for us, the charity, but we're running in May. So, it's exciting.
So I love that. So what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to get that link out and get everybody behind you, definitely, the way that we know. I know that you take part in that rock up as well. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely love it. And do you know what? I uploaded an Instagram post yesterday, and it's mad because it's the most likes that any Instagram post has ever got. The caption, I think, said it all. I've swapped clubs for running clubs.
Oi.
And you know what? I actually have. I haven't been out this year. I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. I'm happy. I'm in a good place. And running with like-minded people. It's good vibes, good people around you. And that's all that matters.
It's amazing to see that you've gone from running away running away with your goals. And what I mean by that is it's very easy to be in an environment and think that's okay. That if I'm in that environment, I'm going to win automatically. But it's only until you actually started running that you've now highlighted a skill, which is you have to take action. So the question really that I want to ask you, Kat, is what do you think you were running away from?
Do you know what? I'll be completely honest. August 2022, stepped in that gym, JD Gyms Albury.
Yeah. You know what it is.
And it's changed my life. And that sounds wild to say something like that, but I'm not the same person that I was in July 2022. I was in a dark place, wasn't in a very good headspace, dealing with a lot of inner demons, and actually to kind of come to a point now where life's good. I sing in my car. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm excited to go to the gym. I'm excited to go out on a run because you know what? My body can move. I can do different things. I can move my body. I feel strong. I feel happy. And my mental health is the best it has been for the longest of times. And I truly believe that is all through fitness. I've made mad friends. I've got a great friendship with a lot of people around the gym, and that's important.
It's very important, isn't it?
So important. Important. Those are friendships I would never ever have dreamed of having.
Right place.
Yeah.
Very present.
Exactly. Well. Like-minded.
Like-minded.
So, yeah.
There's a saying that says, maybe I've just created it, but I'm going to say it's a saying. You either love your body now or you will wish to love it later.
Yeah.
And the element behind this is we either look after it and we feed it good food and we work out and we get stronger and we give it its right amount of sleep and nourishment, or when we're on that sick bed, we are going to be like, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I mean? And it's so amazing to see someone who, like yourself, who has not only come into this element of coaching, but you have dived into it and you've applied yourself at so many levels. And there's a skill, the true skill here is that whatever you learn about yourself while becoming the better version of yourself, that's now transferable into any area of life. In any relationship, in any job that you apply for, in anything that you do moving forward, because you have the correct amount of skill and knowledge and willpower, and you've understood yourself to so many heights that people will never reach. You are now a even better version of you that you may not have ever saw before.
Absolutely. And I think what's really important is the journey isn't linear, and I'll always say that because actually I jumped in the gym August 2022. I absolutely lost the weight, dropped off me crazy. To keep that up isn't always an easy thing. So actually people will say, oh, it's the hardest thing to drop the weight. No, actually it's hard to keep it off and to keep in that same mindset. So great, stayed there, had a bit of a difficult time through summer, enjoyed myself, don't get me wrong, we spoke about that. But it's not linear, so we're back on that now. But it's a different kind of approach, and it's a fun approach, and it's like getting back into fitness in a way that's kind of, is enjoyable for me.
It has to be.
Absolutely.
Anything that you enjoy, you will work harder with. You can find these plans that are online, but it doesn't take into consideration the fact that, at this time you need to be on your laptop. At this time you need to bring your son to nursery or your son to school. It doesn't take into consideration that at this time you've got an event that you need to go to. And this is the importance about having the right amount of accountability with the right person. You literally are on a path that I'm happy to be a part of. There's a lot of exciting things that are going on here, and I just wanted to pull you on here really and get like a mother's perspective, and just see what it's really like daily, you know, when you put fitness at the forefront of your life. Let me take you to a place now. So you're 31 years of age now, yeah? Let's go back to the 16-year-old version of you, yeah? The one that's probably just hiding underneath school tables. You've just got your GCSE results and it's now EEF. Did you think that this version of yourself would be possible?
No, I was lost. I was kind of like trying to create new friendships, trying to find a new way. Was just kind of in a bit of a like, what's life going to be? What does life look like? Kind of for me. So absolutely not. And do you know what? I'm proud of the mother that I am, first and foremost. I'm proud of the nurse that I am, but I'm actually proud of the person that I've become through kind of my own journey. Let's be honest, it's not been an easy one, but has anyone's? Probably not. So I think actually, no. The answer to your question is no. I wouldn't have ever imagined being in the place that I am now.
So it's deep, that wasn't it? I felt that. What advice would you give the 16-year-old version of yourself? Now that you've lived this life, you found your fun, you found your peace, you found your happiness. What advice are you giving to 16-year-old Kat?
Life's too short to be unhappy. Life's too short to be in a place where you're not valued. And you know what? There's so much out there to gain from kind of just looking after yourself and making sure that, you know, you're always... My biggest thing that I say to everyone is you can never pour into someone else's cup when yours isn't full. So actually always pour into your own cup first, and then you can help pour into others. So actually, the 16-year-old me was just out there trying to have a bit of fun and trying to have all these friends and trying to do all these things, but actually was not doing any of it good, not doing a good job of any of it. So actually, you know what? Look after number one first and everyone else will be good after that.
Amazing. Literally amazing. Like,
it's true though, isn't it?
It is.
Like,
it is. Let's be real. It is. And the field that we work in, like, your non-negotiable is you have to help that person regardless. But who's helping you?
Exactly. And do you know what? I learned that the hard way through nursing, through my career as a nurse as well. Because, you know, like you talked about 12-hour shifts. No one else is looking after you but you.
Yeah.
And if you don't look after yourself, you know, things get difficult and life becomes tough daily. But life isn't tough right now because actually I pour into myself first. I could be the best version of me so that my son sees a happy mom, someone that's actually into fitness. I can run after him on his bike. I can play rugby with him on a Sunday because, of course, he's had to follow in his mum's and his grandfather's footsteps. But, you know, I can play rugby with him on a Sunday. I can throw a ball around and I'm not out of breath. You know, we even talked about the other day because he knows I'm obsessed with running because practically it's part of my personality now. About like doing a kids park run on a Sunday morning together. They do like 2.5K and he was like, yeah, I'll do that with your mum. So, you know, like those things. So it's about creating the best version of yourself, but you can never do that without making sure that you've poured into your own cup first.
The journey that you are on is inspirational, and the effects that it has that are pouring out into the people around you is second to none. You know, ultimately, if you keep going on now on the path that you're on, imagine your son at 16. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if you aren't doing what you're doing now and you went all the way back, then imagine your son again at 16.
And it's so crazy because the journey that I'm on right now, my parents are both on as well. And I want to pull that in.
I love that.
My dad's lost a crazy amount of weight. I showed you a photo of him the other day.
Big up your dad.
And he walked into a circuits class and
crazy.
Just started going. And I am so proud of him. I am still trying to get him to come to your class.
Yo, get him to boot camp.
And my mum's lost 2 stone as well.
Oh, wow.
So she's
wow.
on it. And I think it's really, really important to, I really want to pull that in because actually as they get older, I worry about my parents and want them to be okay. So actually really pleased to know that they're on some kind of health kick and long may it last for them.
it's amazing to see how many people you have impacted from your own individual journey. And this is what I say to people all the time. It's not just about you. It's about how the people around you are going to receive and respond to what you are working on. While you are about to, do your half a marathon in May, like, what is your Instagram account? Where can people find you?
Kat, K-A-T, Hackett, Hackett. I always document about like kind of my fitness on there, what I'm doing on there. The people that aren't into fitness that follow me probably are sick of it. But yeah, I'm all about that on there, and there's loads of stuff that's actually quite helpful. I think I follow a lot of people that are helpful for me, so I hope that, if just one person saw my post and got out there and did a run or did something for themselves. I had an old friend message me the other day and said, "Oh, I've just seen that you've been at Rock Up.
Good, love that.
Where does it happen? What, kind of, can you walk a little bit?" I was like, "You can do what you want, but just come and join. Just come and join us." And she's like, "Yeah, absolutely, I'm going to come down." So it's, it's just about if you can inspire one person from a fitness post that you put up. I remember a post that I posted once that was about I'd got back in the gym, I'd had like a week off or whatever, I'd not been very well, and like I spoke about, I literally put one line on that post that was, "This journey is not linear," and so many people responded back and was like, I just needed that reminder today. And it's so true, because I think we just expect it to be kind of like an easy journey. Once you're there, and it's easy, but it's not.
It's really not. But thank you very much for being a part of this. There's a book here that I want you to read. It's been sitting here on our podcast for so many weeks. It's called The 5-Second Rule.
Thanks.
This will change your life again.
You're going to improve it even more?
Yeah, man. One page a day.
Okay.
Anyway,